This is the first vlog of 2026. This feels crazy. Okay. This has to be good. Hello, welcome back, Bookish Besties, to another video. Did y'all hear that clap? That clap was amazing, spectacular, first one of the year. Oh my goodness, I am recording this on January 1st. Happy New Year, besties. Happy 2026. We have some goals in mind. We're gonna be doing some things. We're gonna be getting some things accomplished this year. I do have a subscriber count in my head. Okay, it's up here. I will not be saying it out loud. When we reach it, I will be letting you know though. We are sitting at 80 subscribers right now, and I have a number up here. Okay, we have a working number up here, okay? But this is the point. The point is, let's talk about some bookish things. I need to grab my reading journal. I thought I grabbed everything that I needed for this intro. I did not. My reading journal's over there. I'm looking at it. So let me go grab that, and then we can really talk. So a couple months ago, like back in like November, I said I was going to start 75 books. I did it for all of like 2 days. So since January 1st, I thought, why not start 75 booked again? And here's my little spread. She's cutesy, she's simple. There's 75 boxes. I'm going to color them in as we go through the 75 days. I even have a date. January 1st to March 17th, literally St. Patrick's Day. But I digress. Here is what we're looking at for a to be considered, not a TBR, because we know me. We know that I do not stick to a TBR, whether that be monthly or video TBRs that I try to do. So we have Twisted Hate here. This is the third book in the Twisted series by Ana Huang. I've been eyeing this. I'm also really not in the mood for a fantasy book right now. So we're trying to kind of read some romance and some other things and not that I just don't normally read on like a regular basis. We also have Bad Blood, which is the last book in the Natural series. I've been putting this off since I finished All in November. And I think it's time I just suck it up and fly through this, but we'll see. I do have Heartless Hunter, which is technically my current read. It technically is. I'm 28 pages in, and it's hating the shit out of it. I have so many tabs in 28 pages. But like I said, I'm really not limited with fantasy, so this is probably not gonna get picked up. And then a couple nights ago, I read the first 2 chapters of Bratva Bride, I think it's called. Yeah, I'm gonna probably read that, is what I'm kind of interested in. After reading the first 2 chapters, I think is what I did. I really enjoyed it. So I'm gonna reread them, and then probably this will be the book that I mainly read in this video. This is just gonna be the first couple of days of 2026, because 2026 is starting on a Thursday. So this is gonna go from Thursday to Sunday probably. I do work a double at work tomorrow, and then I work Saturday night and Sunday morning. So we'll see how much footage you get. I'm gonna try and record as much as possible. Considering I'm starting this 75 book today, I do need to like go ahead and get my first reading session in. So that's probably what I'm about to do, is sit down and do my first 45-minute reading session. But if you don't know what 75 book is, you just read. The 75-day reading challenge to get you back into the groove of reading, and I definitely need that because I have not been reading as much as I want to, especially in December and November. I really fell off. Like, I got back into reading like late August, and I read so many books in August, September, and October, and then November and December I just kind of fell off. I don't know whether it was just life was beating me the fuck up or what, but I just haven't been reading that much. And so 75 books is going to be my way of getting back into reading. There are 3 rules. It's 2 45-minute reading sessions, which equates to like an hour and a half of reading each day. Drink a cup of water each reading session. So my cup that I have over there that I normally drink out of is what I'm going to be drinking from. And then a bookbind band. My bookbind band is very specific to me. It is a bookbind band where I only buy sequels. So like, say I read The Dragon Republic and I don't own The Burning God yet. So that would mean I could go out and buy The Burning God so I could continue on and finish the series. Or books I read from the library. So that's a lot of books I have read from the library. So for example, a book that I read from the library and then decided to go buy the series was the Jasmine Throne. I read the first book, this book, from the library, and then I was like, I want to continue the series and own them physically. So I went out and bought the rest of the series. So those are like my two stipulations for my book buying ban. The only reason I can buy a book is if it is a sequel to a book that I already own, or it is a book that I read from the library and decide that I want to own physically and I plan on continuing on in the series or whatever it may be with. This has been a long enough intro. I have blabbed enough. Let's get right into the goods of reading. Like I said, I think I need to get myself back in the mood for reading. I need to read like romances. I need to not read fantasy, which is like 75% of my library. I think the other 25 is like romance, mystery, and like sci-fi. So yeah, we're gonna go for this. I finished Brought the Bride last night. And y'all, I think I have a new series that I'm going to be obsessed with. I could have jumped straight into book 2, but I was like, no, let me put some distance in between the books. So I'll probably read book 2 later in the month. It's only a 5-book series, and I want to be better about like continuing series in 2025. So I don't want to put too much space in between the first one and the second one. Because this series, although each book focuses on a different couple, it's like following the same plot line. So you have to read them in order. Like, you are required to read them in order. It's not like your normal, like, interconnected standalone books. No, this plot kind of follows all the way through to the end. And I think another series, like Dark Mafia series that I'm reading does that. I think it's a Darkverse series that does that, where, like, you need to read them in order because it follows the same plot line all the way through. But I really liked it. I think I'm giving it like a 4-star. I know I said in my 2026 reset video that I was going to stray away from the 4.25, 4.5, 4.75 or whatever. But then I realized that Fable, when I use majority of the time, it uses that system. So I'm probably going to just stick to that system anyways. So if I had to be honest, this sits more at like a 4.25 star. Not quite just a plain 4-star, but also not like a 4.5. I just felt like the romance wasn't developed enough. But I digress. And so this morning I'm sitting at McDonald's before I go to work to like get out the house. And I did my first 45-minute reading session for today. I didn't drink all my water. I got so sucked into what I was reading. And I didn't bring Heartless Hunter with me like I was supposed to. So instead, I decided that I have a bunch of first books of series on my iPad. So I was like, I don't want to read any of those. But I also don't want to read 2 Mafia books back to back, because then it'll just put me in a slump. And I'm already low-key kind of slumping. But also at the same time, I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, so I decided to continue on with the series because, like I said, I'm trying to be better about continuing series. So I started Vows and Ruin by Helen Shore, which is the second book in the Legends of Desmar series, which I read still back in like November. So like the details of it are a bit fuzzy, but I read the synopsis of book 2 to kind of remind me of what happened in book 1, but also the beginning of this book kind of technically picks up kind of where book 1 left off. So I'm reading that. That's my current read because I forgot Heartless Hunter at home. I'm going to eventually own the Legends of Desmar series. I want to own them, but right now it's not a priority series because I gave book 1 a very, very low 4-star, I believe, if I remember correctly. So I'm not like, it's not like a priority series, but it's also a series that I could get finished because it's only 4 books long. So now I'm on book 2. I'm liking it so far. There's some plot things happening. Things are happening in it for sure. So I'm enjoying what I've read of it so far. But my next like reading session isn't gonna be until like much later because I'm pulling a double at work today. I work in a restaurant as a host, and I'm pulling a double. So I'm going in at 10:30, and I'm working till like 10:30 tonight or so, give or take. It depends on how busy we are. We'll see what time I get off. I'm very sleepy. I was supposed to go to sleep kind of early, because I know it's going to be leaving the house kind of early today, but I ended up not going to sleep until like 2 a.m. I was like, ugh. I did this to myself. I need to quickly do the thumbnail for today's video that goes up in literally 2 hours and 10 minutes. So I'm gonna go do that really quickly before I walk across the street to work. I also need to eat something. I need to grab a bite to eat while I'm in here before I forget and I'm hungry and starving. Or I could wait till I get to work, but if I wait till I get to work, I think I want breakfast. I'm low-key kind of hungry. But yeah, I gotta work on the thumbnail for today's video, which was supposed to be my January TBR, but I fucked up and deleted the footage for that. So, and there would be no point in me refilming that because it would have felt very ingenuine. Like, You know what I'm saying? So I didn't do that. So you guys are just getting my 10 priority series for 2026 instead, which I really need to get a work on because some of those are very long series, but I didn't want to start 2 series back to back. Like that just would have been a lot. This has been a long talking clip, but I'm blabbing on and on. I can't stop thinking about Bratva Bride. That book is hard. And the next one is Bratva Prince, which is about our FMC's oldest brother. I'm excited for that one. I think I kind of peeked to see which book was about which, like, sibling or whatever, because there's the siblings and then there's a dad. The dad has a story. The dad has a story. So I think I'm most excited about that one. Like, I can't lie. I think that's what I'm most excited about. But I'm gonna go edit this thumbnail very quickly. I'll give you a little peek at it, although you would have already seen it, but this is what it looks like before I go and edit it. So Friday's video, because I did decide this is going up on Wednesday, Friday's video is going to be like all the series that I'm in the middle of, so you'll see a couple of repeats in there, but I digress. I'm in the middle of so many series. I think the vlog I film next week is probably going to be a continuing series. It's either next week or the week after. So you can expect one late January, early February. We will see. Anyways, I'm gonna let you go for real this time because I've been talking for like 7 minutes now, and that's insane. I should shut up. So we're gonna go edit this and get food, and I'll see you later when I'm at home and dying. okay? If you watched the series I'm currently in the middle of, yes, I just finished recording that. Okay, I did. So I'm in the same exact shirt. But I came to you guys with an update. I just filmed a video. I wasn't going to film it today, but I was like, I might as well just go ahead and get it over with. So I am kind of staying ahead of myself because that video today is coming out on Wednesday and Saturday. So I need to get this edited tomorrow night and up in time for Wednesday. And then Monday morning, I'm ending this vlog and starting another vlog. But I did that, so I'm going to put these books back. But I also made a spread in my reading journal just something kind of work on this morning, so I'll show you. I worked on a spread. It's actually, yeah. Okay. So I did a spread for my first read of 2026, which is I always have trouble saying this. Brat the Bride by T.J. Maguire. It's really cutesy. Look at it. And right here next to it is going to be my first 5-star of 2026 to kind of like have them side by side. And then I don't know what the hell we'll do whatever we will with that, okay? So with that being said, we also added it to my series, because another series that I started. So yeah, we updated the reading journal a bit this morning. I did complete day 2 of 75 books. I'm just kind of coloring it in as we go. So yeah. I did read a bit of Heartless Hunter last night. That was my second session for my 45 minutes. I am reading more than 45 minutes. Like, I'm doing more than just 2 minutes, 45-minute reading sessions a day. But, like, still, you guys are getting mainly the 2 45-minute reading sessions. So, but yeah, that's like a small update I have for you. I'm not going to keep you long. I just want to show you my spread and then talk about the fact that I just filmed a video. So now that means I have to put these away really quickly. And then I got to go to work. And I'll see you guys later tonight when I get home to do my second reading sprint, because I didn't record my first one, but I did read. So, let's put these back before I leave. to the end of the vlog. I feel like I haven't done much. I honestly haven't really done much. It's only the first couple days of the new year, and I feel like I've already fallen behind tremendously. But I digress. We read a book together. We read Bratva Bride. I always stumble on that when I say it. Bratva Bride by T.J. Maguire, which is the first book in the Bratva series. Loved it. 4.25 stars. That's why I gave it on Fable. That's why I'm going to stick with it at 4.25 stars. Really enjoyed it. Cannot wait to continue the series. It may or may not be continued in this week's video. Who knows? But I digress. We also continuing my reread of Heartless Hunter. I'm not very far into this still. I'm only 88 pages in, but we're getting somewhere. So we gotta count where we can. I'm enjoying my reread. I honestly don't think it's the 5-star upon a reread, but we will see. I think I also felt this way at the beginning of the book. The first time I read it, it was like, I'm not getting 5-star vibes from this. And then by the end, I was like, 5 stars. There's too much. There's like, but I am enjoying it. I can't say I'm not enjoying it because I really am enjoying my reread of this. Like, Gideon Sharp, Ruin Winters. Like, they're giving me the like most like queerest panic ever. Anyways. We also started a sequel, which is Vows and Ruins by Helen Shiro, which is the second book in the Legends of Desmar series. Not quite enjoying that. Like I said, I gave Blood and Steel like a 3.5, so I'm kind of iffy about it. I'm also lucky that I am where I am because Rachel from Riverhead Reader, we just chose her Patreon pick for like the 2026 read along, and guess what it was? The Legend and Blood of Desmar series. Like the read along, both series. Yeah, it's 8 books. Yeah, I'm in for it. It's fine. I didn't really show this last night, but I did something crazy. I can't even lie to you. I did something absolutely insane, and you guys can yell at me. So you know how this is my reading journal, right? And I just used the one that I was previously using in 2025 and just like continued on like nothing ever happened. You know, this is like the middle of the journal, you know. And we have our spreads, right? Let me just... Let me just yeah, so yeah, we can talk about this in my next like vlog that's not like a themed vlog because I'm doing a continuing series vlog, so you won't learn more about this until next week or the week after next, actually, like 2 weeks. Yeah, we're having a time. We are indeed. So I'm gonna let you guys go with that. With the chaos of this being my new reading journal, I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let you yell at me, be confused on why I did this, because I'm also confused. I'm also confused why I'm spending another like 7 hours to redo this when I spent an original 7 hours doing the original spreads that I put in. With that being said, have a great day, evening, night, morning, afternoon, and whatever part of the world you are having it in. Down below will be my Fable, my Goodreads, and my Instagram link down below for you guys to go check it out. I will see you guys in my next video, whatever that may be. Goodbye.